everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. This reading is all about your person's intentions and where your relationship could head. This is really meant for those of you who are in a new relationship, who have maybe gone on a few dates with this person, maybe you've only just connected online, you're not in a committed relationship at this point. So it's someone new that you've already met. And you're wondering, what are their intentions? What potential does this relationship and this person have? And that's what I hope to give you, is that insight. So I have 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm actually doing the intro after I did the readings. So the card under each number is actually a card from your reading. So if you want to connect a little bit to that, or you want to connect to the number, you just want to trust your gut on which group to go with, do whatever feels right. And then go into the description box and you can click right on the timestamp for that reading. If a reading doesn't resonate with you, I highly encourage you to, choose a new group, to make sure you get the right messages. And obviously, I hope it gives you everything you're looking for as you get started on this new adventure with this new person. All right, thanks y'all. See you in the readings. Hi, group 1. Okay, in case you didn't listen to the intro, I'm just going to give you a quick debrief on what this reading is. This is basically for any of you who have recently met someone. You're in a new relationship, you maybe have gone on a few dates, or you've been talking online, and you sort of want to know where is this heading and what your person's intentions are in this situation. So let's take a look. I've pre-shuffled all the cards, but I will give them a little extra shuffle here while I connect to your energy. So just give me just a sec. Thanks. Okay. This is their energy. It says tragedy, forbidden love. This is their energy in this situation. And now I'm going to pull, how they see you in this situation. It may or may not resonate with how you feel in this relationship, but it is how they see you. It's from their perspective. Okay, for you it's pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit. So there's something about this situation that they are uncomfortable with, and we're going to look more at that with some more cards. There may be a third-party situation. It may be that there's something about you or your partnership that could be forbidden as far as, their family may be concerned, or their friends may be concerned. And it looks like you sort of came into their life very unexpectedly. They weren't necessarily looking for you, or if they were looking, excuse me, if they were looking for someone, you still caught them by surprise somehow. And they see you as very spontaneous and very uplifting. So that's great. So let's take a little bit more look at their energy in this partnership, in this relationship, in this new love interest situation. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Move that up a little bit. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Now let's look at your energy, or how they see you, I should say. you have the Death in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. So they do see some potential in your relationship, but there's some uncertainty for sure. The Three of Pentacles shows that they see the possibility of a partnership with you, but they do also understand that there is another person in the mix. Now, this could be on their side or your side, but there is a third person, and that's where this forbidden love is coming in. They see you as someone who could break apart their expectations. Sort of, you know, this is a new feeling for them. They're very used to things being calm and predictable. But with you, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is a very contented, predictable situation. But with you, it's upside down. They see you as someone, or this relationship as something that potentially could create a major upset in their life, but also shake things up in in possibly a good way. We're going to look some more, we're going to clarify these cards a little bit. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they're a little bit impatient. They want to know where this is going as well. So, you know, where you may be here because you feel a little confusion about where this is going and what their intentions are, they're feeling the same. They're feeling the same. All right, just dropped all my cards. Let's look at some clarifiers for your person's energy, just to get a little more insight into what they're feeling and thinking. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess. So, there's definitely a third-party situation going on, but it's one that is no longer fulfilling. And by a third party, it may not even be a person. You know, it may not be that they're in a relationship with someone else, but their situation is such that there's something impeding on their ability to just be independent, self-sufficient. Their life has been a little bit too predictable and a little bit too grounded, a little bit too much about, you know, money and career and assets, and not enough about love. So we have this Knight of Cups here, and your person really wants that love feeling back in their life. Whether it's with you or with someone else, they're missing that. They're missing that, and enjoying that aspect of being in contact with you. But their impatience is coming from not really trusting their intuition. It's from confusion. So the High Priestess in reverse, you know, it represents, you know, not really trusting your gut, not knowing where things are going. And this person clearly doesn't know where things are going. There's a lot of confusion here. All right, let's look at your energy, how they see you. So you've got it's the Death and Rebirth card in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. And I'm going to clarify these, but this person's impression of you is they're not sure that you're serious about wanting to be with them. There's this energy of not really, you know, looking for love, not being, you know, necessarily even open to love. Someone who doesn't seem particularly attached to them at this time. And you may feel differently, but this is their impression of you. Like, you may be spontaneous and fun and exciting, and that's all wonderful to them, but they're wondering if there's more depth to it, if there's more, because they're not seeing it yet. All right, let's pull some more cards. I'm just dropping cards all over the place today. Okay, let's look at how they see you. A little more information there. All right. We have the Tower card. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And we have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, they're really not sure that you want to move forward with something, with a relationship with them. They see a lot of upheaval, uncertainty in your life. And it comes down to this spontaneous energy that you have. They're not sure that you're ready to settle in, settle down, pursue something long-term, pursue something stable and calm. I just keep getting the word calm. And it may just be that this exciting energy that you give off, at least from their opinion, part of them needs to know that there's more to you than that when it comes to a relationship. And they're very confused about whether or not this can move forward, more so because of their confusion about how you feel. So let's look at the potential of this relationship. All right. Your relationship potential, the card you have is Verge, about to reveal or confess. So all is not clear. And I know you came here to get clarity, but everything is not clear. You're right on that precipice. And we're going to look at some more cards here. Both of you are on this precipice of, do we move forward? Do we not move forward? And you are about to find out. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Empress. And we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so a decision has to be made on both your parts, whether or not you feel comfortable moving forward, whether or not you want to move forward, whether or not this person feels like the right direction for you. There is a lot of growth potential in your relationship. The Empress card is the card of fertility, of growing something new, giving birth to something new. So it's there, but we have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, showing me that there is an imbalance in the give and take between you, and that some decisions need to be made. So it's a little bit up in the air still, which I wish I had just more of a neat little bow to tell you that it's, going to work and you guys are going to be great. There is potential, lots of beautiful potential for you both, if you can both decide that you want to move forward. On your end, I see it as being willing to give what you get, And on their side, it's just making the choice, making that decision to move forward despite the fact that there's still some confusion in their minds. Let's pull a few more cards and just see what else it can tell us. about your potential relationship. All right. Three of Cups. The Sun reversed. And the Nine of Swords reversed. All right, so there's definitely another person involved. I know earlier it was a little unclear. Is it a person? Is it a situation? Is it... No, there's another person involved. And, it may just be that they are, fielding their options a little bit. Dating around, as, many people do before they start to travel down a little bit of a road of commitment. So they may be, talking to other people, going on dates with other people. Their ultimate intention is to be with one person. But there's some confusion about the potential with you because they don't know where you stand. So we have this Empress and the Sun reversed. It could go either way. You have a huge amount of potential, but at this point in time right now, not a lot of hope. But that could easily be turned around. It's about making some decisions and choosing to be a little bit more vulnerable. So on your side, you've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. There may be something that you are holding back on. If your person is not getting this sense of clarity from you, it might be because you're a little bit blocked. And, you're trying to show your fun side, you're trying to show your spontaneous side and your happy side, and all of that is great. But if you're shying from being vulnerable and being open and giving, it could block this from happening, ultimately. I'm going to pull an advice card for you, and this is for you, not for them or for your relationship. It's, assuming that you want to move forward with this relationship, what is Spirit's advice for you on, how to move forward? Your advice card is the Yin card, which means to be soft, to allow this situation to unfold naturally. What I see in your energy is very much someone who wants to be fun, someone who is fun, who wants to be engaging and exciting and not be too needy or too attached, right away, because, that can scare someone away. You just want to make sure you're not going too far in that direction and neglecting the openness. When someone is looking for a true relationship, they also want to know that you're open to it and able to give love eventually, as well as receive it. So it's this sense of allowing and letting things unfold naturally without trying to control it too much. All right, we're going to look at some messages now. What your person would say or what they're thinking, what their higher self is feeling right now. Okay. First card is, could you be my soulmate? Second card is, you loved me when I didn't love myself. Please wait for me. And I'm sorry I never made you a priority. Okay. So this person does see potential. Absolutely sees a lot of potential in your relationship. Their higher self is downloading feelings and messages to them about how this could progress. There is a sense of insecurity with them, of not really loving themselves enough to trust that you could love them back. So that is something to know going in, that they are a little bit gun shy, where they want this, they're pursuing this, they want a relationship, but they still have some healing to do of their own. They're not entirely sure, again, that you're in this for the long haul, or that you could be, that you will want to stick this out, this wait for me, this, like, are you ready? That's how they're seeing this, is, are you ready? And can they be a priority for you? Because they do see that your priorities are other places right now, friends, family, your job, your social life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they are wondering, whether this can come together or not. Let's pull a few more messages. Okay. First card is, I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. I mean, I see that all over the place, that they're ready. They feel ready. They may have some insecurity when it comes to you, when it comes to meeting the right person, and, they have a little bit of healing to do, but they feel ready for sure. I'm upset and need some time to cool down. Again, that comes back to their needing to heal a little bit. So I wouldn't be in too much of a rush, which I don't see that in your energy at all, but in a rush to turn this into something, because they do need to learn to manage their own emotions better. Like, their inner wounds need to be healed. I'm unavailable. They do think that possibly you are unavailable. And the truth is, they might not be quite as available either. Because I do see a third-party situation. And it may be that you're the one that's in this third-party situation. You're the one that's dating other people, and they know that. But the third-party situation aside, they do feel like you're not quite available. I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? Again, that wait for me message. They see you as somebody who's not ready to commit, or to pursue the possibility of commitment. Obviously, in a brand new relationship, commitment is a big deal. You don't want to be jumping in, too far too soon, but there is this feeling on their part that you're not ready. And they are. So if you've been wondering, do they feel ready? How do they, do they want to move forward? The answer is yes, yes, yes. But what they need from you in order to take those steps to move things forward is they need you to show your softer side. Show your ability to be in a relationship, to be vulnerable, to be open, and to really be honest about how you're feeling and what you want. But you can go in now knowing that they really want the same thing. All right, group one, I hope that helps you. And if if this reading didn't sound quite, like your situation, I would encourage you to watch one of the other groups. But hopefully this gives you some insight into this new relationship, this new love interest that you're in. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hi, group 2. Okay, real quick, in case you didn't listen to the intro, this reading is for anyone who is in a new relationship. Maybe you have been talking online, maybe you've gone on a few dates. It isn't an established relationship. This is new, and you want to know what are their intentions and where are things going, and is there a future with this person? So we're going to take a look at that. I've already pre-shuffled all the cards, but I like to give them a little bit of an extra shuffle while I connect to your energy. So give me just a sec. Okay. Their energy right now is soulmate. It's a similar friendship, romantic partner. So they have a serious interest in you. Let's see how they feel you feel about this relationship. Again, this is coming when we talk about your energy and your intentions. It's from their perspective. So you may say, well, that's not true. But we don't always see things clearly when we're looking at someone else. So this is how they perceive you, which I think is helpful to know. Okay. It says focused, eyes for you, fascinated, watching. So they get the impression that you're serious as well. At least so far. We're going to pull some more cards and see what else we see. Yeah, okay. Let me see what else we can find out here about your person and what their intentions are toward you in this potential relationship. This card also tells me that they're watching you closely. So they may be kind of stalking you on social media. If they know where you work, they may, try to drive by. Not in a creepy way, so at least that's not what I'm seeing right now. Just in a fascinated way, which is interesting. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. Seven of Wands in reverse, and the World card. This is their energy. Let's pull some cards and look at how they see you. We have Six of Swords. We have the Sun card. And the Six of Wands in reverse. So this is what I'm seeing in their energy, that they've been hurt in the past. I don't know if you can see it in this card, but there's this person is in a nest and there's a heart there, and it's been mended together with this thread, which tells me that they have experienced heartbreak in relationships and in love in the past, but they're mending that. They've taken the time to recover and heal from that. The Seven of Wands in reverse takes them out of that defensive position that they were once in. So the Seven of Wands upright talks about there being ongoing battle, feeling, ahead of the battle, like you can't be touched, but still in battle. And I see them as ahead of that curve. They understand that they're responsible for their own feelings now, and that someone else only has the ability to kind of destroy them if they let that person do it. Like they've really done the inner work to overcome the wounds and the challenges and the obstacles that they've gone through in the past with relationships, the blockages they've had, and the hurt they've experienced. They really have done the work. And then we have the World card, which brings them to the end of this healing cycle, and they're ready. They are ready for the one. And right now they see that potential in you. Now, how they see you, or how they perceive you in this relationship. Well, clearly they see you as someone, with the Sun card, as someone who is very positive and optimistic and open to a relationship. But then we have the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands in reverse, which is a little bit more of a troubling energy when it comes to relationships. I'm going to pull some more cards. Just want to make sure I'm understanding what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing here. Please tell me more about how they perceive Group 2's energy in this potential relationship. Queen of Cups, the Moon, and Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's a little more clear. They see you as someone who has also done a lot of healing. And I'm guessing this has come up in conversation. You guys have been talking and, have probably shown some vulnerability between you for them to be able to see this in you. That you've done some healing, you've moved on from difficult situation, and that you seem to them to be ready for a relationship now, which is great. They see you as optimistic and open to the possibility of a bright, positive future. With the Moon card, they feel that you are in touch with your emotions and your intuition. A lot of times I read the Moon card as it can be, a little bit negative, as not seeing things clearly. And I do see that a little bit. Like there's a little bit of confusion, and you may be, if you're feeling a little confused about where this is headed, which may be why you're here, they may be sensing that you are feeling a little uncertain and unsure, but not to the point of backing away. But also this card to me right now is telling me a lot that you are, this is what I see. I see the wolves on either side howling to the moon. And what I hear when I look at that is that they're calling you in. You are calling this person in. Like your inner self, your higher self is calling to them. And that may be why they see soulmate potential in you. Like there's some bigger, more divine reason for your meeting than just a fling or just a, come and go relationship. But they do see you as someone who has had troubles with relationships in the past as well. You've had, maybe a marriage that, went sour, or a relationship that didn't work out, or maybe several relationships that didn't work out. They see in you a little bit of a hesitancy to move forward with them. Like you're not quite sure. And this early in a relationship, that's not surprising. It's not surprising if that is how you feel, and it's not surprising for someone else to sense that. But if in your heart you're feeling, no way, I absolutely am all about this person and I have no hesitation, then know that they're seeing a little bit of that in you. So, you just may want to make your intentions a little more clear. All right, let's look a little bit more at their energy. Get a few more cards. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Empress in reverse. They're trying not to let the past dictate their future or dictate how they see the future. Troubling past relationships can easily be transferred to a new person coming in. But they are actually, if you look at this picture, the person is blinded to the past and just, kind of trusting their gut a little bit. They're trying to move forward or just move along with this potential relationship without dragging the past into it, which is great news. This means that this person is really, ready for a good relationship. We have the Ace of Wands on top of the Seven of Wands in reverse. They are trusting their intuition. They don't want conflict. They don't want to fight. They want passion, and they see that potential with you. They see some fire, some potential passion with you that excites them and makes them want to put their guard down a little. And it's not just sexual passion, although that may very well be part of it, but they see an intellectual passion. If you see this fire in the Ace of Wands is in the person's head, they see in you, they feel inspired by you in a way, which is interesting. And then we have the Empress in reverse on top of the World. So they're ready to move forward, but there's still something is holding them back a little bit. Let me pull one more card on that because I want to see because I don't see hesitation anywhere else with them. But something is not quite 100% yet. Nine of Pentacles. So they have been alone for a while. That's the sense I get. They've been alone for a while. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of being independent and self-sufficient. So they've done a lot of healing. And in that way, emotionally, they are ready to move forward into a relationship. But there's still a little bit of a sense of, I'm really good at being alone now. You know what I mean? Like they've learned to love their own company. They've learned to be independent and self-sufficient and to thrive on their own. And there is a little bit of a sense of having to give some of that up in order to be in a partnership. I don't see them really backing away because of that, but it is there. So it's something for you to be aware of. All right, let's look at your relationship potential. Okay. Oh boy, lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off. Give me just a minute. I just want to connect with Spirit and just make sure I'm understanding their message here. Okay. All right. Let's pull some cards. Let's see. What I'm getting from this and what I'm hearing from Spirit is that this relationship could be the catalyst for leveling up, for healing the wounds of the past. They've done a lot of healing. You've done some healing. But it feels like a new level of healing for you both from situations that were lost in the past. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups reversed. And the Three of Pentacles. If the two of you are to come together, you do need to heal, for sure. It's going to take some patience. It's going to take some riding those troubling waters of the past, learning to navigate them, learning to not let the emotions from the past seep into the future. And it's going to take some work. But the potential seems very, very good. But let's pull a few more cards and see. All right, we have Three of Wands, King of Swords, Nine of Wands. So it's really about, the Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles is about waiting for the right moment, that divine timing for when things just come together and work out. And then we have the King of Swords on top of the King of Cups in reverse, which is telling me that in order for this to work out, there has to be communication and the ability to cut through emotions that can be troubling to a new relationship. Emotions from the past, emotions from wounds that are still there. They have to be communicated. And you guys will have to work together. With this Nine of Wands, you have to work together to put the guard down. And I see the guard more being up with you. Like, they feel ready, but patient. They're willing to give this the time it needs to develop and to unfold. But they feel otherwise pretty ready. But there's still some blockages in you and some walls that are up. But if you work together, it can actually be, it can be very good for both of you. All right, I'm going to pull an advice card for you. The other thing I'm seeing here is they're ready. You're still struggling a little bit. The bigger potential of loss in this relationship comes from you, comes from your side. You are more likely to turn your back on this potential relationship than they are. All right. Your advice is new life. And, that's not surprising to me. It's pretty dead on advice message, I think, for you. What I see coming for you is a little bit of a crossroads, a decision that needs to be made. Are you ready to be in a relationship? Do you feel ready? Is this something you really want? Because your person does. And they've done the work. They know what they want, and they're willing to wait for it. If this isn't the right time for you, if you have more healing to do, then do that. And if you really are soulmates, you'll come back together. But the advice of new life is to not let the fear of moving forward hold you back. Be willing to at least look at the possibility of a new beginning. And to wake up. When I see this card, I see her stretching like she just woke up and it's a bright new day. And what I hear is, it's time to wake up and embrace this new beginning. So before you shy away, and I'm not saying that you feel that now, because I actually don't feel that in you right now, but I do feel that may come. That things may start to feel serious quickly. And it may, what I'm looking at is her hands, which are kind of like, hold on. It's going too fast. So communicate that. Communicate how you're feeling, because they will slow down for you if things start moving too fast. But try to stay open. All right, we're going to get some messages here. This is from their higher self. What they'd like to tell you or what they're thinking or feeling. Okay. Please don't blame yourself. I'm not going anywhere. I daydream of our future together. And no matter what, I will always love you. Well, again, the message of being willing to wait for you is there. I'm not going anywhere. They don't blame you for any hesitation that they're feeling from you, because they've been where you are. They know, they understand, they do understand. And they do feel a strong connection with you. And they feel they were meant to meet you. And that connection will not go away whether this relationship works out or not. I feel they will always think about you and wonder about you if it doesn't work out. I daydream of our future together is, what I'm getting from that card is actually more attached to your energy and how they see you. Almost like they understand how right now you want this relationship to unfold. A little bit like a daydream, like trying to find the right words, but to see things in a perfect light with rose-colored glasses. Like, they get a sense from you that maybe you're not quite clear on them or on where this is going. And while they love the daydream of a future together, they love that you think about that and that you're in that place. They also want you to be in a place of reality, of having it not just be a fantasy or a dream, but to have it be real. And to look at this person, look at them, look at the relationship with wide open eyes, warts and all, good, the bad, the ugly, and still want to stay put and give it a chance. All right, let's pull some more messages. I'm dropping cards all over the place today. All right, we have, this isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue. They know that you still have healing to do. They get it. They can tell that, that you have a connection, but that you've been hurt in the past, and there's still some things that you need to work on, for yourself. I can't be apart from you much longer. They're so magnetically attracted to you. They are willing to wait. So we've got, I'm not going anywhere, but we've got, I can't be apart from you much longer, in the same breath. Like, I will wait forever, but I don't want to. They don't want to. I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. Again, that feels like your energy, or how they see your energy. So you're seeing things through very romantic, eyes, like a movie, and a little bit, whether you realize it or not, wanting things to unfold like a romantic comedy. But that's not reality. And underneath that, it really is fear. It is fear of getting hurt. So when things don't unfold, like, a beautiful, perfect romantic comedy, are you ready to take the rose-colored glasses off and make it work? I have so much going on in my life, and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. You may feel, or you may soon feel, a little bit of pressure from them, because they're ready. They don't want this to not work out. They think you're their soulmate. They're very ready. And so you may feel some pressure there to feel the same way. But I will tell you that they're not trying to pressure you. In fact, they're doing their best to not pressure you. So some of that is perception and fear. The best thing you can do in that situation is to communicate how you feel. And don't be afraid to communicate how you feel, because it will only help you both to better understand what's going on. Because I think you're more ready than you realize, or more ready than they realize. They are sensing some hesitation on your part, or they will. Depends on how far along you are in this partnership. But the best advice I can give you is the same advice from Spirit, is be open to a new beginning. Wake up, shake off the nightmare of the past, and embrace a new day. All right, group 2. Well, thank you for watching. And, if you enjoyed the reading, I would love it if you could give me a like, a comment, throw a comment, let me know what group you were in and how it resonated. I'm still trying to grow my channel, and every little bit of love you send my way just helps me reach more people and help more people every time I put a video out. So I appreciate your watching, and I appreciate your love, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. Okay, in case you didn't listen to the intro, I just want to give you a quick rundown on what this reading is. This reading is for anyone who finds themselves in a new relationship. So maybe you've been talking online or you've gone on a few dates, but it's still new and you're curious what their intentions are and what potential this relationship has. So if that sounds like you, then let's get started. So I've already pre-shuffled all the cards, but I like to give them another little shuffle while I connect to your energy. So give me just a sec. This is their overall energy. Poison. Toxic, unhealthy behaviors and people. Okay. Let's look at how they see you. All right. Well, clearly they see you as someone who, this is how they see your energy in this relationship. So they feel like you are serious about finding the right person, that you seem to be serious about them. But there's something going on with them. Spirit, help me understand. What's toxic about this person or about their environment? What I'm hearing is the people they're with. So they have some friends, acquaintances, people that they are surrounded by who are influencing them when it comes to relationships in unhealthy ways. And so they may be struggling with that a little bit. So it's good to know going in. All right, let's look at some more cards. What I'm hearing is they want to overcome that, but they're not sure how. Is that right? Yeah, they're not sure how to do it. They're not sure. They understand. So they recognize that they're getting bad advice from the people around them, that they are being encouraged to do things and, pursue relationships purely for, physical reasons or, to date around, to just, one night stands, that kind of thing. They feel pressured. They feel a little bit pressured by that, but it's not really what they want. We have the Sun in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. That's their relationship energy with you. Whoop. Now let's look at how they perceive you. King of Cups in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, they're getting a lot of input from people around them. Eight of Wands is a lot of information, a lot of things coming at them at once. And they're getting a lot of, and it could be if you met online, maybe they're getting a lot of other people liking them and striking up conversations. There's a lot happening, but they're recognizing that the people that are in their ear are not giving them good information, are not giving them good advice. But they're feeling a little bit relationship drained, if that makes sense. The sense I get is that they want more than they think they can get right now. Which is why these people who are in their ear giving them bad advice and, telling them to just, go for a fling and move on to the next one, or whatever their bad advice is, they're subject to it. They're vulnerable to it a little bit because they think that's all they deserve, which is kind of sad because it's not what they want. All right, let's clarify these energies a little bit. Let's clarify the energies in the cards for your person, and then we'll talk about you. We have the Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, they've had a tough go, and they've had relationships not work out. They've had relationships that they thought were moving forward that weren't, and they're carrying some baggage, to be honest. Like, they've got some baggage that they still need to deal with. But the biggest problem is these people, these influences around them that are really sending your person off course, where they want to be focused, they want to focus on a future, and they want something more stable. There's too many influences, too many voices in their head, too many people encouraging them to go off course, that they don't have that stability. This Chariot in reverse is this instability. It's not being able to move forward. And they're unfortunately very vulnerable to that right now. Now, how they see you, they see you as someone who's very loving, but possibly unrealistic in love. Like, there's some rose-colored glasses going on here, some, emotional vulnerability. And they think maybe you're not seeing the situation clearly. What I'm getting is that they feel you want more from them than they can give right now. But the sad part is they really do want to give it. All right, let's look a little bit more at how they see you and your energy. Okay. Six of Pentacles. The Hermit reversed, and Temperance reversed. Yeah, they see you as a giver, and that's a beautiful quality, but it's a little bit of overgiving. There's some imbalance here, because you don't want to be alone. That's how they see it. You don't want to be alone, so you're seeing in them something that they don't feel entirely ready to give. Let's look at the potential for the relationship. Aside from how they see you and aside from how they feel, let's see the real potential. And please, don't shoot the messenger with this, because how they see you is not necessarily how you are. You may know in your heart that this is not you. Our perspectives of other people are always colored by our own fears, our own past, our own thoughts. So you may be saying, that's not me. I'm not, I don't just want to be with somebody. I'm not overgiving. I'm not seeing things with rose-colored glasses. You may know that that's not true. just know that they don't know that that's not true. So it's meant to provide insight and guidance, so things can be clearer for you both. Because your relationship potential is happiness, which is wonderful. It says wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. You actually have some really great potential, which, to be honest, I'm surprised. I think it's wonderful. I'm surprised and I'm not surprised, because your energy actually feels much more stable to me than how they see you, which is why I felt the need to clarify that. And their energy actually feels much more open than they're giving themselves credit for. Now, if you can navigate those tricky waters, you do have some potential there. All right, let's look at some more cards here on the potential for your relationship. It doesn't mean that's where it's going to go, because we all have free will and we can make decisions for ourselves, but these cards will show the potential, where it could go, where it's heading. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. I'm going to pull a few more cards. King of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse, and Six of Wands in reverse. There is the potential for a lot of passion between you. Not just physical passion, although I'm sure that's part of it, but there is the potential for, honestly, for you to awaken something in them. It's like an inspiration. It's like you light a fire in them, and you give them a new sense of, you don't give it to them because they already have it, but you awaken in them a new sense of confidence in a relationship. There is that potential to light that fire within your person. And the Eight of Cups in reverse is a card of returning. If you see in the card, there's this bowl with fire in it, and the person is walking away. But in reverse, that fire is still there, that fire that you lit in them, and they're coming back, or not leaving in the first place. Because you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that's very much a card of staying put, of not, this is going to sound crude, but it's what popped in my head, hitting it and quitting it. Because their energy very much to me is saying they want this. But they need to feel like it's okay to want it and to not just move on to the next one. And it can happen. It can absolutely happen. But you don't get to make that decision, ultimately. So you have the Lovers in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse, which means that there is this energy of not knowing what to do, not knowing how to succeed, not knowing how to bring this partnership together, not knowing how to make them feel like it's all okay. You can inspire them and encourage them, but they've ultimately got to make that decision. I'm going to pull an advice card for you. I mean, your reading is full of potential. You've just got to... Oh, let's see what the advice is from Spirit on what you can do to solidify this relationship or to move it forward, or what you should do in this partnership. A change in the wind. That's your advice. There's a need here to be flexible, to not get too attached, to not hang on too tightly, because for sure that will scare them away. The good news is, if you can, keep it flexible, keep it casual at first, keep it very non-committal at first, and give them a chance to get up to speed with where you are. Like, give them a chance to sort of let their guard down and grow closer to you. Then the potential for so much happiness and passion and success is there. But if you push too hard for a decision, if you push too hard for this to work and try to control it too much, it won't work. It won't work. So you can't make this happen, but you can do things that can help keep it from not happening, if that makes sense. And it really comes down to being flexible, being open, and sort of, riding with the wind a little bit on it, which is super hard to do. But I feel like you can do it. You can do it. And I think what they need to see in you is that. They need to see that flexibility. They need to see that you see things clearly, that you're not just latching on because you're lonely, but that you are someone who's genuinely interested in them and interested in helping them move forward with their life. Because staying in this toxic environment is not doing them any favors. And you can't make them step away from that, but you sure can inspire them to. All right, let's get some messages from your person's higher self. Let's see what they're thinking, feeling about you, about this potential relationship. Please be patient. I can't be with you right now. I wish I had handled things differently. Please don't blame yourself. And I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, clearly they're struggling with feeling available to you right now. And they are worried that they're going to regret it. They're worried that they're going to do what they always do, and that they're going to miss something great, whether it's with you or just in general. Like there's this, I'm feeling this inner worry that they're just going to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. And they know they need to get out of this cycle and start doing things differently. But they're not in an environment that encourages that. They really just need to start thinking for themselves. and feel more empowered in their own life. And I do feel like, these people that are around them that are, giving bad advice, that are encouraging, this casual, flippant behavior, when they see your person turn things around and stand up for themselves and go after what they really want, they're going to start seeing, your person will start seeing changes in those people as well. Almost like somebody's got to get the ball rolling, and, just stop acting like, a kid, and grow up a little bit. But in your energy, it's like you can see their potential. You really can. Whether or not you see them as a soulmate, they're feeling that from you. And so somewhere in you, you are recognizing a connection, and they're feeling that. And to them, you feel very understanding. You feel very compassionate and open to them. And they do feel like they don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want to quit you like they've done to so many others in the past. They're not sure how to do it. They're not sure how to change this pattern of behavior, but they really want to stick around, and they want you to stick around. All right, we're going to get some more messages here, get a little more insight into your person. Sometimes they tell me to split the deck, sometimes they don't. Okay, we have, even though we shouldn't, I still want you. Again, it's that feeling like this is not going to go over well, and I know I should just move on, but I don't want to. You make me lose my cool, and I just don't know how to act in your presence. They feel a little out of balance when it comes to their social circle or whoever is influencing them. It feels like a social circle, like a friend group, but it could also be like siblings or somebody that's around them a lot. And they're a little worried that falling in love is so not cool, is so not going to look good on them in front of this group, which is just silliness. But we all have our thing, and this is something that they do have to overcome. The good news is they want to, like, they're ready for this. It's just, can they take that step and do it? The damage has already been done, and I don't know how to pick the pieces up. They're feeling a little broken. And they're not sure that they can change, to be honest. I sense in it that they can. And even your reading, like the potential in your relationship shows they can overcome this. They're just feeling so broken that they aren't 100% sure that they can. And then I need you. But man, do they want you. I see this card two different ways. So I'm seeing this kind of like a dual card. One is they actually do need you, whether they can acknowledge that or not. In order to break this cycle, they need someone like you to come in and inspire them. But you also need them too, in a way. And they're a little bit worried that you might need them. They're not acknowledging that they need you. I don't feel that. I feel like that is an inner, it's their higher self saying that. I don't see them as acknowledging that they need you, but there's part of them that does recognize that this needs to happen. I do feel also that they are a little worried that you might need them too much. You might want more from them than they can give. You know, they're feeling this tug to do the right thing. I feel the tug is really coming from their higher self. It's coming from what they really want. And they're kind of projecting that on you, which is unfortunate. So, I mean, this is a situation either you want to jump into this or you don't. But there's a lot of potential here for something great. You know, if you're both willing to come together and try. Because certainly you could change this person's life. And they could change yours. But, you know, it's still a little bit up in the air. But lots of potential. So anyway, I hope, group 3, that you got some insight out of this and that you can see your person a little more clearly and see the potential a little more clearly and know what you can do and, you know, where this can go if you want it to move forward. So good luck. Let me know in the comments, you know, what group you're in and how things are going and what you're looking at and dealing with. I'd love to hear. And of course, hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Give me a like, comment, share, subscribe, do your thing. Whatever love you can throw my way, I'm always appreciative of. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, group 4. Okay, in case you didn't listen to the introduction, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on what this reading is. This is for anyone who is in a new relationship. So you may be talking online, you may have gone on a few dates, but it's still new and you're curious at this point what your person's intentions are and, you know, the potential for this relationship to move forward. So let's get some cards and see what it looks like for you. I already pre-shuffled all my cards, but I do like to give them another shuffle on camera while I connect to your energy. So give me just a sec. Okay, we have Divine Masculine. That's their energy. Let's see how they see you. Nightlife, gamble, take a risk, Vegas. Okay. The way they're seeing, this is what I'm seeing with these two cards anyway, the way they see you is they're not sure that you're serious, to be honest. That this may just be fun and games, you know, casual, you know, just a casual connection, not serious. Where their relationship energy is a little more serious. I think. That's what I'm feeling so far, but let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Hold on. They want me to pull another card to clarify this Divine Masculine energy. Magnetic. Unexplainable pull and can't resist. They're very attracted to you. They're very drawn to you. They just think right now that it might be for the wrong reasons. All right. Let's see what else we can see. I have been dropping cards all day today. A lot of energy in here today. A lot of spiritual energy in here today. Cards are just anxious to be in your reading. All right. We have Three of Cups in the reverse, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, let's see how they perceive you. We have Six of Swords, Four of Swords in reverse, and Eight of Swords. Whew, okay, so they are very drawn to you. Very drawn to you. But they're not all about that party lifestyle, and you may be. Now, if that immediately does not sound right, then this probably isn't your reading. So you might want to just pick a different group or hear it out and see, because again, this is how they perceive you. It's not necessarily the truth of who you are or how you see yourself. So keep that in mind. But they are not all about that party lifestyle. They are a little bit more in tuned. I don't want to say more in tuned, because you may be very in tuned, but they are very in tuned to their intuition and to their higher self. And they know what they want. So it's a little bit confusing for them about why they are so drawn to you, because they want something serious. And they're not sure that you are serious. So this is how they see you. They see you as Six of Swords, Four of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Swords, as someone who is restless, who is not going to stick around, who's going to feel trapped in a relationship. Like, they're seeing all these red flags in you, and yet they're still drawn to you, inexplicably. All right, let's get a little more information. Let's see what else we can see here. Again, that may not be your energy at all, but it is how they see you. All right. We have the Fool in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. They are very hesitant to move forward in a relationship with you. It feels too risky. With the Fool in reverse, you know, they're willing to take a leap, but it feels too risky. It feels something has them really looking closely at how they're feeling and what they want, and they're backing off a little bit because they're a little bit worried of getting sucked into a relationship that will hurt them, that will be ultimately bad for them. They're feeling very cautious towards you in this relationship, even though, man, they're drawn to you. Like, I can feel it. Like, they think about you all the time. They can't get enough of you. They just feel this very strong attraction. And I don't just mean attraction as in your looks, but they feel very, very drawn to you. So let's see what else we can see about how they perceive you. Eight of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, and King of Pentacles in reverse. They see you as unstable, as someone who has been hurt, but has not given themselves a chance to heal. You know, the Three of Swords over the Four of Swords reversed. You know, they can see in you, whether you guys have talked about it or not, they can see in you some past wounding in relationships. Or something that has you, it could even come from childhood, something that has you wounded, that has you blocked in relationships. And rather than going within and healing, they feel this restless energy coming from you. And they don't, there could be, and this won't be for everybody, but it could be if they know of, you know, a past relationship of yours that you've left and moved on from, they could feel that you may be going back to that person. And again, that won't be for everybody. But for some of you, this person is sensing that you still have feelings for a past relationship. And there is that concern that, you know, maybe they're just a rebound and you're ultimately going to go back to that person. For the rest of you, if that doesn't resonate, the alternate message I'm getting is that they see you as someone who, you know, moves on from relationships quickly, but sort of, you know, leaves something behind. You know, if you notice the fire in the bowl is still there, it's like they see you as somebody who walks away from relationships, leaving the other person still like burning with some desire for you. They almost see you as somebody who enjoys that. So, you know, if you really don't feel like that's an accurate portrayal of who you are, just know that that's how they are perceiving you. And you may want to take steps to remedy that. All right, let's look at the potential for your relationship. You know, their feelings about you and about themselves, all of that aside, what is the actual, like, divine potential for the two of you? Intervention, rescue, and others involved. Your relationship with this person could work out, but it's going to take a change in behavior from both of you. You need to be more committed, or show them that you're more committed and more open. And they need to sort of drop their fears a little bit. But without you know, a change in behavior, it doesn't feel workable to me. Let's get some more cards. And maybe this reading is just what you need to sort of recognize maybe some of the behavior patterns that you've been portraying, whether they show reality or not, it may help you see why they see you in this light, so that you can show yourself in a little more, in a more positive, honest light. I'm feeling like you don't even realize that that's how they see you. Okay. All right, show me some more information about the potential for this relationship. We have death and rebirth, the sun reversed, and 9 of Wands reversed. So it's going to take some putting your guard down, for sure. Both of you. Looking at things in a new way, giving things a fresh start, not clinging to preconceived notions, clinging to the past, sort of allowing the past to die. And, putting your guard down with the 9 of Wands in reverse. But in the middle of this, you have the sun reversed, which tells me that, this is what I'm hearing, actually, when I'm looking at that card. Rather than looking at the light, both of you do need to look at the darkness. So don't go in thinking everything's going to be beautiful, everything will be great, focusing on, I always recommend focus on the positive, but there's a message here of, in order for that positivity to be genuine and authentic, you have to first look at the darkness. Look at what may be hurting you, or, they need to look at why they have this fear. And, really look at that darkness as well as the light. So the sun card is still there. There's optimism, there's hope, there's beautiful beginnings. But a lot's got to happen before you will actually be there in that sun card. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards and get a little more messages, a little more information on this potential for your relationship. We have King of Cups. We have the Devil in reverse. And the 7 of Cups in reverse. All good news. So if you do this inner work, if you, look at what might be holding you back and they look at what their fears are, do the work. And you can encourage each other to do that. There is this potential for a very rich, emotionally satisfying, emotionally calm union. A union where one or both of you are not always looking for the next best thing, or what are my options, or, where you have some clarity and you choose each other and let go of those things that hold you back in a negative way. Releasing the darkness. That's what I'm hearing. You've got the Devil in reverse over the Sun in reverse. You've got to release. You have to face the darkness in you and release it. And when you do, that sun card will flip around and things could be just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. There is potential. But it's not going to be easy. No intervention is ever easy, right? So, something for you to think about and consider. I'm going to pull an advice card for you. What advice does Spirit have for you as it pertains to this new love interest, this new relationship. If all that glitters. It's a little bit the same message as the sun in reverse. When you talk about all that glitters isn't gold, to focus too much on, the quote unquote bright side without healing the wounds can just set you up for disappointment. You need to see the real potential in this relationship, because there is real potential, and be willing to do the work to make that happen. But if you're not quite there yet, if this isn't what you want, you'll just continue down the same path and move on to the next person. But do understand that, the next shiny thing, the next, person that comes into your life, if you're constantly looking for the next best thing, all you're doing is delaying the healing, delaying the inevitable. You have to do the work eventually to be ready for a sincere relationship. If you don't do it now, you'll do it later with someone else. But just know that there is potential with this relationship. There absolutely is. And this is a person who could be very, very good for you, and vice versa. They could bring a sense of calm and peace to your life, and you could bring a sense of fire and excitement to their life. And together, that's true balance. But you have to be willing to go there. All right, let's get some messages. Messages essentially, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what their higher self would say. Do you miss me the way I miss you? You expect too much from me? Your honesty and vulnerability scare me, and you bring out the best in me. They think about you a lot, for sure. But it feels to me like your lifestyle is out of their comfort zone, which is not a bad thing. It's okay for us sometimes to stretch ourselves into uncomfortable territory. You, on the other hand, may be feeling, or they may think that you feel afraid to be vulnerable, afraid to be honest. And they really want that in you. And I do believe that actually both of you can bring out the best in the other one. I don't feel that is a one or the other message. You both have something genuine and real to offer the other in a big way, And they may be expecting a lot from you too, that you might not be ready for. It's out of your comfort zone a little bit too. But you can get there if you want to. That's up to you. All right, let's get a few more messages and see what else we can see here. I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. They do want you very badly. They are drawn to you. There's something in them that knows that in some way they need you, but they can also sense the danger of going there. It's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. They're drawn to you. They understand the danger, and they're actually trying to not be so drawn to you. Their fear has them in an inner tug of war. Just because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt. And they can see that potential loud and clear. Please accept my apology so we can move past this. This message, I feel, is really for you. I feel you need to forgive the past, past relationships, past people who have hurt you. And more than that, I feel like you need to forgive yourself so that you can heal. I keep looking at this girl just tied up and screaming and just wanting peace, just wanting to get away from that pain. And maybe doing the wrong things. Wrong is not the right word. Maybe doing things that mask that pain rather than heal it. And I really feel this is a message to you that you need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive those people who have wounded you in the past. And then we have, I should have, I could have, I would have. There's this lingering potential for regret with this relationship. Not to say that if you decide this isn't the one, this isn't, the right time, this isn't, where you want to go, that you're never going to get another chance. That's definitely, most definitely not the case. But you could regret losing one relationship that had a lot of potential, and so could they. Just like you both bring out the best in each other, I feel you both are a little bit worried that you could regret messing it up, losing out. Out of a fear, of getting hurt. Anyway, okay. I hope that is helpful. I hope it gives you some insight into, how they see you, where they are, and, where things could go. And maybe, hopefully you can see what you can do to move forward. I don't think you would be here watching this video if you had no desire to be connected with this person, to pursue this relationship. So I feel you can do it. I feel this relationship can be really, really good for the both of you if you have the courage to do the work and to see the reality of each other and the situation and of your past and of your wounds, so that you can move forward, because you will have to do that eventually. You both will. This person seems ready, but hesitant. They're a little more worried that you're less ready. Only you know that for sure. But you both have work to do. But you can do it together and, help each other heal, bring out the best in each other, and come together in a beautiful, beautiful way. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you could throw me a like or leave me a comment. Let me know what group you're in and how this video, relates to your situation. Obviously, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.